All right, guys, we do want to buy your truck. This video basically shows you how and what we're looking for. I don't care if it is a project truck, a frame-off truck, a full-blown show truck, or just a really nice, decent driver. All those vehicles are worth different amounts of money, as we all know, and we do pay accordingly. There's an easy way to get a hold to us. Watch through the video. It'll give you the full contact number. We've been doing this for 49 years this year, so we've seen a lot. We're always looking. We're always out. We will make the process very easy and very simple, but watch this video, please, so it explains a little bit more to see if your vehicle meets the criteria or to make sure the price point of what you have meets what we are trying to get in reality. And again, we are a business, but we do try to run it very easy, fairly, and make it very simple for you, the seller and or the buyer.
Thanks.
Back again.
That's a wrap.
We out. Welcome back. It's Monday morning. Davis Auto Sales in beautiful Richmond, Virginia. Video today, we are looking for trucks. We're still constantly always looking and buying. And if you guys have been following, part of this video is you saw two vehicles leave Friday, headed across the country, and my transporter's still on that run. Picking up, delivering, dropping off, buying, coming back. So let's get inside out of the sun a little bit. And I'll try to make this video make sense. Told you guys I've been trying to daily drive the red crew cab. Just got it washed up. I'll have my happy butt in the seat of it for the next week or so. And we were just discussing whether we're going to turn that truck into one of our 12-inch, 40-inch tire, 16-inch wide wheel trucks, or leave it practical the way it is. So for those that are looking, great truck, but it may change. So just to let you know. Now, on the buying side and on the selling side, I want to clear something up. So if you look at this picture here, this is the picture that so many people have from over the weekend. Our TikTok, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our YouTube comments were crazy with people that saw this rig going down the road. It was hard to miss, but of course it was also on the weekend, so a lot of people were out and about. He stopped to get fuel. Every time he stopped to get fuel, he added almost 30 minutes to his timetable for people looking, wanting to take pictures, ask questions. We love that, guys. Raymond, that was actually the one transporting this setup right here, is one of our own. He actually worked right over there at that tow yard for probably 20 some years. He's been towing his whole life. Could not put a better guy in our seat to go do this stuff for us. And on top of that, he's a truck guy. He has a square body. He loves trucks. So he loves talking to people and has, unfortunately has a job to do. So he'd love to stay there all day talking to people. He said he could have turned one of the Walmart parking lots into a truck show when he stopped. But anyway, on to it. On that picture, you can drop it in again here, AJ. The first truck was pretty much a six-figure truck, very close to it. And the truck on the back was a $30,000 or $35,000 truck. Though they both look good in this picture, they're two totally different scale price point vehicles. The one that's up on the rollback in the picture was a really great one, and I have a little snippet to put in here of his text, and drop that in right here, AJ, because we followed through, we did what we said, and turned out a great product for the customer. The people that previously put that truck together before we got our hands on it and did all our custom touches also did a great job. So that's where part of this video is going, in letting you guys know what we are looking for and how you can help us. The second truck, fine truck for its price point. She was happy because she had an almost brand new truck that we actually traded in to get her in that square body. And I say she, very popular country singer that ended up with that truck, and she's a truck gal for sure. So lots of pieces to that puzzle, and she's going to take the truck around, do some things, might even give it away. You never know with her. The last truck was a giveaway truck that we sold. So on to the purchasing side. when we buy these trucks from all different shapes, sizes, styles, condition always varies also. And we are okay with that. We need the $20,000 trucks. We need the $100,000 trucks. But what I have a hard time impressing upon, and I asked Christian, and I asked AJ, I asked Daniel, everybody that I've interacted with today before doing this video, how do I get the point across without being rude? I built a truck at 16 years old. I'm going to bring you guys a video of that truck. Even today, even though I've taken it to car shows and it's a big beast and I've worked on it for the last 30 years, it still has things that are like, why did I do that? Why did I shortcut that? And that's okay. Everybody has a certain thing. But when you've invested $100,000 into a truck, it doesn't, even as hot as the market is, and I'm not just referring to square bodies, guys. Even though you see square bodies in my videos, we still love, there's a classic Ford over here, there's a classic Dodge across the street, even a Monte Carlo SS in the background of one of the videos as we were starting. We do not mind any trucks. Obviously square bodies, because of the fact the shop has patented the parts. We have a onslaught of pieces and parts. We have warehouses full of parts. Square bodies definitely are a little bit more our thing. But in doing that, you can reach out with anything. If you've got a 6-door truck, I want to know about it. If you've got a super stretched Excursion, I want to know about it. If you've got a Monte Carlo, I want to know about it. But the things that we are obviously a little bit more versed and known for are our square body trucks. When you have an investment into a truck, no matter what the level, price point, whatever, we have to be able to buy it. We have to be able to bring it in and make a decision. Do we go further with it? Do we leave it the same? What do we do? That's where it becomes very hard. Just like you going back to transportation. If me and you agree upon a price on a truck that you want to sell your vehicle for, and let's just say it's $40,000 or $50,000, I still have to transport it. I have to pay my ladies in the office. Thankfully, one of them is my mom, to deal with the transaction, to get you paid. We have to do the paperwork. We have to reassign and redo the title in Virginia. There's a ton of steps before I even do any spending on the truck. So even if I get the truck, I'm already in it for more money. Typical transportation is $1,000 to $2,000, depending on where the truck's at. Things get to adding up very fast. So I can't buy a truck for $40 and sell it for $40. I can't even really buy a truck for $40 and sell it for $45 if I touch it at all. So there has to be some meat on the bone. Thankfully, most of our customers recently have understood that. This Blazer right here came from a dealer. He said, look, you guys have the representation. You have the right stuff to do this truck. I know it needs some things done to it. It was very realistic. We got it here. We did the stuff it needed. It's a great truck. Another perfect example, the black truck there. Customer was very straightforward with what it was. He named his price. It was fair. We didn't dicker. So that's the other side of it too. Each customer we have bought from, let's just use this year, 2025. We're only in the early part of the third month. Probably 30 text messages I can go back in my phone and show you, man, you guys did exactly what you said. You don't ever see that these days. People put stuff on online. We bought a truck the other day. It's over in the building. I haven't showed it to you guys yet. The guy had 330 messages on it. None of them bought it. 330 messages. Trade-ins, questions. Of course, I hit him up the first day he had it posted because everybody sent it to me and said, this is what you really need. You really should buy this truck, JW. And I was like, that's cool. So I sent the guy a message. I said, look, it's not quite in my price point. I would be interested. And he finally saw my message and messaged me back. And he says, hey, what can I tell you? I said, well, can you tell me the motor? Can you tell me the axles? There was a few things I need to know. He answered those questions. He said, are you serious about this truck? And I said, yes, sir. He said, well, this is what I will take for it, which ended up being about $5,000 less than he had it posted for. He was getting blown up with messages, but they were all just wasting his time. So guys, remember that if you post something, for one, there's less chance of me buying it because then everybody's seen it. If you post it for 40, everybody's like, oh, Davis bought it for 40 or whatever the number is. It's common knowledge at that point. But he said, I watch you guys. I follow you guys. He said, I already know how you do business. He said, I'm very hard to get on a schedule for somebody to come look at it. I don't want to deal with scams. I'd rather sell it to somebody that can appreciate the truck, and we're going to carry this particular truck to a crazy level of what we're going to do to it. He said, that's really all I'm looking for. And we agreed upon the price, wired him the money the next day, picked the truck up 2 or 3 days later. Simple as that. Just one example. And so whether it be the selling side or the buying side, we're going to follow through, guys, if it's something that we need. Now, we also get a lot of stuff sent, and people get a little offended because they're like, are you not interested? And I got one right now the guy sent, and I think he wants like $75,000 for it. I couldn't even sell that truck for $45,000. Yeah, he's put that money in it. He sent it off. He had somebody build it. He spent a lot of money doing it. But it's just not worth it. It's not the right combination. You know, it's a no air condition base model. It just has a lot not going for it, unfortunately. So we're not even anywhere close. So I just politely said we're just too far away. And, you know, he asked for an offer, but if he's thinking 70 or 75, I know I can't even sell it for 50 or 55. I might have to be way below that. So, because I still got to transport it, I still got to bring it here, and I know there's going to be a laundry list of things we have to do. So it's a very touchy thing. We don't like to offend people. I know we have a great following on here, and each and every one of you guys either has a truck, inspires to have a truck, or loves the truck industry, and we want to be everybody's friend. But being friends and being business are really tough to juggle. But I feel like we do a good job with it. And it's hard because I can't deal with each and every one. AJ has to respond back. Christian has to respond back, whether it be on the buying or the selling side. And we do try to work the deals out. Like this truck sitting in the background here. This was that guy's pride and joy. And it's not that it's not a nice truck, but it is hung slam in the middle of, it needs the steering upgraded. Doing that, it needs the track bar. It needs a bunch of bushings. It really needs a step or some sort of step to get in and out of it. $10,000. If I put $10,000 in it, I got to get $10,000 more. So it carries it to a whole nother price point. And then you get the flip side of what looks good on the surface and really turns out to be a bucket of bolts, which this truck's coming a long ways. So I can't really knock it as bad as I used to. But that truck right there, if somebody had dropped it off to us or the shop or anywhere and said, fix this truck to the right level, what you see right there looks no different than the day I bought it. But it's probably 20 grand worth of extra effort, parts, labor, money, pieces. And that's the other side of it. So we have to be very cautious, guys. We want to buy your truck. We want to sell you a truck. We want to be you guys' friends. We have events coming up. We want to be able to invite you guys to come there, cook out on the grill with us, hang out. And the customers that we have that are faithful followers can attest to the way we do things. But it's really hard when you got all these other people out there. I'll buy your car. I'll buy your truck. And they make all these fake promises. And then you put something on Facebook. No different. When you put something on Facebook, you might as well count out 99% of what you get. And that is the part that really makes it tough. And I really appreciate guys that say, look, I have not advertised it. I want to give you first dibs, because those guys are realistic. When they put it out there on Facebook and they get blowed up with all these people that are just wasting their time, it's not over here. I've got another one that's a perfect example, and we'll do a fresh video. We'll do that video tomorrow or the next day. I've got all the text messages from this guy. I reached out to this guy when he put his truck up for sale, and I really did want it. Personal want on that particular one more than anything. And same way, he said, dude, I got so many people. I got people offering me more money than I'm asking for it. Completely polite. No problem, man. Appreciate it. Good luck. You got a cool truck. And again, this one I was really wanting personally. I forgot about it. Like literally at that point, I forgot. I was like, that truck's gone. I don't have social media personally. So, when stuff gets posted, Daniel sending it to me, my neighbor's sending it to me. A bunch of my buddies are sending me stuff from all over the country. It doesn't matter if they're in Florida or California, they're still sending me stuff. And I forgot about it. 3 weeks later, the guy texted me out of the blue, and I had no clue at all who it was or which truck it went with, because all I had was, a little text message snippet. He said, you still interested in my truck? So then I go back and look in my text, and I'm like, oh. I was like, it didn't sell? He says, man, I've had my time wasted so many times. I've had everybody want to trade me a donkey, a bicycle, and everything else. The people that said they were real, I'm coming on Saturday. I didn't go hunting. I stayed at home. They never showed up. They ghosted me. They blocked me. And I'm like, well, welcome to the world of how this goes. And anyway, lo and behold, we came to agreement on the deal. Made it happen. Could have happened 3 weeks sooner, but got it. It's also one that you guys haven't seen yet, but it'll be coming soon. And I think you guys are going to like it too, because I sure did. So that's the way it goes. I know it's a bunch of rambling, but I hope it makes sense to you guys. You can look around. Again, this building is less full than ever currently. The car lot, great inventory over there. You know, I really don't want to buy your 6-cylinder Camaro. You know, commercial trucks, same way. If you guys are working for a company and your company has 15 bucket trucks that you want to sell, and you don't want to advertise it, you don't want to sell them to 15 people, I'm your man. I'm looking, always. So please reach out, 804-357-9764. Can you put that number in, AJ? All right, 804-357-9764. Please text the information of your vehicle. If you call, this is the phone we use for our media phone. You may not get through because it's on silent when we're videoing, and we're videoing a lot these days. So if you have a truck to sell, that's the number to text. Text the information, text all the stuff. If it's something that catches our eye, we'll correspond back and forth. We will make your life very easy. We'll make it a simple transaction. We appreciate each and every one of you guys' support. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for loving trucks like we do. On our way to 500,000, we hope to see it really soon.